Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Eliza at Eliza Journals. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a quick little video of some planner. Well, really they're not planners. They're actually notebooks that I've been using. I've been getting a couple questions on Instagram about like my notebooks that I've been actually using to do like some journaling and memory keeping and things like that. So actually I'm not even prepared. Let me grab my my faith journal and I'll be right back. So this is my faith journal that I've been using. This planner cover is from Food Dog Leather or Faux Dog Food. I think it's Food y'all, it's from Food Dog Leather. I will tag his Instagram and all of that below, because at the time that this chunky notebook from Ali Riaz, and some people know her as like Felo Planner on Instagram, this came out, of course there were no covers to go with this, so I ended up having to get something custom made to fit. But it's, I don't know, I got something on this and I can't get it out. So, but it's starting to like darken. So the patina is like patinaing. But about a month ago, Lauren Phelps Design collaborated with Ali Riaz to come out with these clear covers, and I absolutely love the clear cover because I noticed that this is actually, I'm gonna take this out. This is actually fabric. So the cover is actually fabric, and it started to get dirty because I've been taking this in my bag to work. So the cover started to get dirty because I only had it in this, which really wasn't protecting it as much. And because I did not have two pockets, I only had one. So the front cover was actually starting to get dirty. So as you can see, like, this is kind of dirty. I don't know how to clean this. I don't know how to clean it. So I don't know if y'all know how to clean leather, please let me know, because I don't know how to clean that. But so it is fabric, and so the back, see, the back is completely fine. But I think like around the edges, you probably can't see it because of the color of the fabric. It's kind of like I don't really know what pattern to call this. It's just like, I don't really know. Like, my mom's a sewer, so I don't really know what you call this type of fabric that's actually over the notebook. But anyway, so the edges started to kind of like darken because they were getting dirty. But this is I think 500 pages. So I think this is like 500 pages right now. I don't know if she has any more of these in stock, but this is the B6. So what I use this for is, this is actually my scripture writing journal that I use every day. This is not really like my study tool, but this is just a part of like my daily devotion for the day. So I love journaling scriptures, like, so I love doing like one scripture every single day, and then I also write like the commentary in here. It just kind of helps me focus on that particular scripture for the day, and like, what did I learn from this? How can I apply this to my life? Kind of like the SOAP method. So I just use this to scripture write solely. There are no prayers in here. The one that I had for 2023, I did used to write my prayers in there, but my prayers are a little bit personal, so I don't really write my prayers because I actually post this on Instagram, and I don't really want people reading my prayers. Not that I actually care, but it's just sometimes people don't understand the relationship that you have with Christ if you are a Christian. And when they read your prayers, you know, some people might have like different types of feelings with like what you're saying to God. And I'm just a firm believer, like, the prayers that you pray to God is between you and God, and you and God only. So like I said, I just use this to scripture write. So it is I think it's 52 GSM Tomo River paper. So this paper is amazing. I've not had any issues with any bleed through. If you know anything about Tomo River paper, it does ghost a little bit, but that's the only thing that is really standard with Tomo River paper. Tomo River paper ghosts anyway. But I absolutely have not had any issues with any bleed through whatsoever. So I absolutely love this. This B6 right here is 2mm grid. So, and y'all know I write really small. So, so the grid is like super, super perfect. So, and as you can see, I don't use many stickers because this is like 500 pages. And if you use stickers on every single page, trust and believe, you are not going to be able to get to the end of this book. I promise you, you won't, because my Midori Habino was only like maybe 100 and some, a little over 100 pages, and by November of last year, I could barely journal in it because I had to use stickers on every single page. So with that being said, in my opinion, if you are a crafter, if you love putting stickers on every single page, literally, I'm just going to be honest, I would not suggest that you get this because of how thick it is. And if you're planning on using this to its fullest capacity, meaning like to its last page, I would not suggest using stickers on every single page, or I would suggest that you just go with a 365-day notebook only, something that will only last you like for the year, because this, of course, this is 500 pages. This will literally probably last me, I want to say, 3 or 4 years, and I'm intending on this to last me 3 or 4 years, which is why I purchased this one, because each year I've gotten a new notebook, but I really just want something I could have like long term. So that's the motivation behind me purchasing this B6, and I absolutely love it. And to be honest, I've fallen in love with this B6 size. I don't know why. I just think it's way more compact and it's easier to carry around than like an A5. So this is pretty much what I use to journal my scriptures. Like I said, I absolutely love this. And the paper is a little bit more, I want to say, a little bit more creamier than the other notebooks. So I'm going to show you 2 other notebooks that I purchased from Felo Planner. And y'all already know I'm going to give you like my honest review, because I'm very honest with y'all. So I'm actually going, hold on y'all, I'll be right back, because I need to actually get the pages that came out of this. Okay, so I'm back. So this is actually a standard traveler's notebook. It is I think this one is actually 1,000 pages. I think this one may be 1,000 pages. I think both of these may be 1,000 pages or 500. Y'all, I'm sorry, I'll put the specs below, but I think the weeks is 1,000 pages, because it's like pretty much it fits inside of this one. So I think the weeks one is 1,000 pages, and I think the standard may be 500 or 1,000 pages. It is not numbered, so they are not numbered at all. They do lay flat. I forgot to tell y'all that they do lay flat. So these are very similar in color. So let's see if y'all see this. This paper is a little bit darker than this, and it may be a little bit darker because the grading is smaller, but I really don't think they are the same color at all. I think these pages are just a tad bit darker, and I think the grading just makes it look darker as well. But they all lay flat, so that's one of the pros for the notebook is they do lay flat like this. So they absolutely lay flat with no forcing. And I did have covers for this. So this is a standard TN, and then this is a weeks one because it's like a week size. So so Lauren Phelps Design did have covers for all 3 of the planners, like clear covers, and I think they were like just $14.99, which was really a steal. Okay, so I'm actually going to review this one. This one's pretty much the same. This one is also, I think, a 3.7 millimeter grid. And I thought that when I got it, I would like the 3.7 millimeter grid, but once I got it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I enjoy the 3.7 millimeter grid like I do the 2 millimeter grid. So I love this one more, because I love the small grid size, and I don't have to try to write 2 lines per grid. So let's see. Okay, so now I'm just gonna give my honest review. I did do a pen test in the back, and I did notice that there's like a lot more ghosting in the Traveler's notebook, and these obviously have the same paper. I didn't even want to write in this one because these have the same exact paper, and I'm actually just gonna gift this away to someone. So I did do a pen test in here, and it definitely ghosts way too much for me. And at first I was like, okay, you know, that's okay. I'm gonna like go ahead and just start in it because I was really wanting to use this for my memory keeping, and that's why I purchased the standard TN, because I have the Midori Habino, and y'all know that I love the Midori Habino, but I just felt like the paper this year was a little bit scratchy, and it was like, I don't know, it had my fountain pens that I usually write with in the Midori Habino, it had a lot of feedback, like my Twisbys never have feedback. They're never scratchy, and they were like extremely scratchy in the Midori Habino. So I really stopped using it because I wasn't happy, and it was really just making me like super depressed. But I got this one, so I was like, well, you know, I'll just use this notebook because I was intending on the paper behaving like this one. So when I started writing with it, so that's why I'm gonna show y'all this. So when I started writing, I didn't realize, so like if you look on Felo's planner videos, you really can't tell that there's like a lot of ghosting on the back. I never could tell. So now the ghosting for this one, so like if you see this, I probably have to zoom in. The ghosting for this one is not bad because it feels like this particular paper is a lot thicker than this. This paper is literally like a lot thinner. So the ghosting for this looks completely different. It looks like regular ghosting for Tomoe River paper. So okay, I'm going to show y'all the first page. So I used a Ferris wheel press ink. So this is Tumultuous Tide. And then, so I'm gonna actually have to zoom in so y'all can see. So if you see that, you can literally see everywhere that I wrote from here. So this part, it's like I had some really bad ink flow with this half part. So if you can see that, you don't really see any ghosting from this side. But once the ink started really flowing out of the nib, because I had a hard start because of the shimmer, you can literally see everywhere on here that it was ghosting. Even if you look at my stickers, it was literally like bleeding through even with the stickers. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, like this cannot be happening right now. And then, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna just keep going because maybe it was just like this particular ink. And then I decided to use a medium nib. I just like, well, let me just try this medium nib, this Rite-Take nib, because my Rite-Take fountain pens they don't bleed they don't bleed at all through any paper that I've used. So I was like, well, I'm gonna use my medium nib, and then I'm gonna just see how it performs. And then so if you see this, you can literally see like everywhere that I wrote with the fountain pen, including coming through, it shows through the stickers. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna write on the back of this because I can't even really see where to write at, if that makes sense, because I can't see the lines because it's ghosted so bad. And then like you could tell everywhere that it's like kind of like started to bleed through because of the ink. So then I was like, okay, since I already had decorated this, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to switch fountain pens. I'm going to switch fountain pens to a finer nib. This is a Wordsworth in black. This is actually a medium nib, but I think it's more like a medium fine. So I was like, okay, I'll just use this. And then, you know, I think this color is Sailor Manyo Neko Yonagi. And so, and then when I turned it over, it's like, it's kind of bled right here, but it's like, it goes so bad. And that's because this paper is just a lot thinner. And I'm not saying that the quality of it is bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that it goes way too bad for me. And I'm very like OCD about paper. If it starts to like really ghost bad to where I can't see where to write, like it was literally affecting how I saw the lines. So that comes to like that point. So basically I'm like, I can't use this notebook because I can't see where the lines are because of the ghosting on this side. So unless you have like some really bright light where you can see the lines, then, you know, that's completely different. But for me, like where I write at, I literally can't really see the light, even though I have like a Canva lamp, but it just was affecting me seeing the lines. So, and I already wear glasses. So I was just kind of like having a hard time figuring out, okay, like where is the actual line? And I really couldn't see the line when I flipped over to the back, just like this one, which is why I started on this page, because I was like, oh, I can't really see the lines. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just do every other page, but then I'm like, then that will look weird. So I just ripped these pages out, and I'm really just gonna give this to someone who really wanted a planner. So basically I ripped it out, and then I put some washi tape here to kind of bind the seam a little bit, because I know that like the signatures are sewn together and they might kind of try to come out. So I'm actually gonna give this to Dakida. So I just told her that I just write with ballpoint pen in here. Do not write with any fountain pen inks, because I'm just very anal about bleed through and super ghosting, and that just super ghosts. So basically, however, I really do love, I love the notebook. Like I absolutely love the notebook. I love the size of it. I love that it's chunky, and it's absolutely nothing wrong structurally with the notebook. It's just that personally for me, I don't like super ghosting. And when something super ghosts to where I can't see the lines, then I'm really not going to use it. So I didn't even write in this one at all. I was just like, I'm not even gonna pen test this because these are like the same. So I already knew, like, once I write in this one, it's gonna be the same as this one, because the paper is exactly the same. So now when it comes to the manufacturing, I don't know what happened between this one. Let me open back up. So I don't know what happened between manufacturing this and this. Even though this is a bigger grid, to be honest, I expected the manufacturer to use the same exact paper they used for her B6. So I think that she's had some complaints about this particular paper ghosting. I don't really think it's like her fault per se. I really think it's like the manufacturer. So it's like, why did you change the paper? Because this is not this. I can promise y'all, this paper is a lot thicker. Like, you can even, like, if you hear that, so I'm gonna show you. So you can literally hear the texture of the paper is completely different. Do y'all hear that? I don't know if that makes sense or not. This is completely thicker than this. You can even hear the weight of it. So I don't know what the manufacturer did. And I don't know why they changed the paper. But they should have really used this paper for this. If they had just used this paper for this, it would be completely fine, completely amazing. And I don't think people would be complaining. So I did see some people on the internet like complaining about the paper ghosting in this particular notebook. So it's really the manufacturer's fault that they use this paper, because I don't know if they were trying to be like, well, it's the same paper. No, it's not the same paper. But anyway, however, now in closing, I would suggest that if you do purchase these, that you use ballpoint pens. If you aren't a person who likes to see ghosting and bleed through on the back, I would suggest that you only use ballpoint pens. I wouldn't suggest you use gel pens, but like a regular ballpoint pen in these, probably like the Zebra Sarasa Grand, or the Zebra Sarasa. I love those. So, or the Pentel Energel Cleaners. But I definitely would not suggest gel ink in this, because gel ink is kind of like fountain pen ink to me. However, if you do want some really great notebooks though, these are beautiful. Y'all, when I tell you these are like beautiful notebooks, and if the manufacturer had just used the same paper as this one, I would be keeping these. But I don't want to keep these. I don't want to hoard them. I'm just going to give them away, even though I paid a lot of money for these. But this one is amazing. So if she still has the B6 in stock, I would suggest that you get this one, because I absolutely love the paper. And these are the first ones that she actually came out with. So you know how some manufacturers, once they do one for you, they're like, okay, they want more notebooks, and then they try to switch the paper and try to get you to believe like it's the same paper. It is not the same paper at all. Like, I don't know if they think that was the same paper. I don't know. However, I do really love this notebook, and I cannot wait until this notebook is like completely finished. I'm just like waiting for the day this notebook is like completely done. And believe it or not, this right here is 5 months of journaling. Believe it or not, this is just strictly writing. It's very minimal stickers. This is literally 5 months of writing. So I don't know. So just let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have any of these planners, and let me know what you're using the planners for, and let me know what writing tools you are using in these planners. If you have these, if you stayed to the end, give me a green heart in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.